Welcome back on all the more Trails of the Sky. Last time we left off, we had just recruited the last party member into the group. And, well, we're now going to try to take on this Star Door. I tried to take this on earlier, but all the enemies inside cast fucking Petrify. Yeah, all the enemies in this door cast Petrify, so I got screwed over by it, but I managed to grind enough septium to trade in for money to buy items that prevent Petrify. Especially because the upcoming boss also likes to cast Petrify. So basically I need to find a way to overcome Petrify, and because I managed to overcome Petrify, I'm like, let me take on this moon door. We'll load. There it is. Yeah, there's so many of these things, and they're the most annoying little things in the entire game. Something affects you across the board. Should have better group hit attacks. Yep, the game's skipping. What you got? You only have single hits. Well, hit the ball. Good, it's debilitated. See, that attack would have normally petrified me. Which is an annoying status ailment that kills me after. And stupid game freeze. You see, that was a petrify hit. Instead of resist, I almost got petrified there. Yep, that Vatcher guard, and that didn't do that much to the big guy either. There's so many of them, and they cast Petrify. That's literally their big game here. Numbers and petrification. I wish this game was more stable. Oh, we got the healing side this side. Thank you. I need to get craft on you. Dude, that was also stupidly confused. That's two. They can't move for a handful of turns. Yes, just keep attacking Rhea. The stupid thing does. Oh, we got the healing side again. Alright, that works. That would have been a petrifying hit. I know it would have been since I said resist there. See how many times I would have been petrified in this fight? This is why petrification is the worst stat in the game. Oh shit, one of these fuckers got a heal. Heals are a fucking full heal too. This is more about her building craft than the actual attack. There it is! There it is. Oh, thank God, it's so excellent to use this on an enemy. Seriously, this thing wrecked my shit in the last game. And the instant death effect kicked off.
Upon the golden wings of battle, descending to that land to rescue wayward souls.
Yeah! Oh, but got most of them dead now. They're either dead or mostly dead. Yeah, that one's like close to full health, but it's the thought that counts. Your eyes are not deceiving. The game skipped right there. Guess Estelle missed because the game skipped. If there were time for instant death to go off, it would have been then. Okay, they split up, which is sad for me. That pitiful damage was also sad for me. Come on, survive me by the skin of your teeth. Divido. You literally have no HP, so you can divide down to your buddy. This is the annoying speed these things have. Load. So I hit one and kill, and the other one doesn't do anything but minor damage. Alright, that was some good. Ready to divide again. Man, I hate these. I only hate all enemies I can use fucking divide. That's better. They're all dead now. No, wait, it survived, but it's skin of its teeth. Better be full of earth. I didn't get anything from that death.
I've worked up an appetite.
I'll take that. It's not much, but I'll take it. You have overcome the trial. Thus, I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh, thank Christ, it was worth something. Not really much of anything, though. Orbits are devices that use the orbital energy contained within septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It has been a little over half a century since they were first invented, but even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities such as lighting and heating, to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nation's orbits are used in just about every facet of our daily lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these orbits that we exist. We, the Epstein Foundation. Our foundation was first established in year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based in his home state of Lemon, where it remains in operation to this day. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread orbital technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dreams would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Lemon to try to spread the seeds of orbital technology across the continent themselves. One of these was Professor G. Schmidt, the professor who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of orbits. The second was Professor L. Hamilton. Mindful of the technological gap between nations, he long believed there was rural and remote areas that needed orbital technology more than any other. As such, he enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation, and formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading technology where applicable. The professor himself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known far and wide as the father of the Orbital Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberal and continued to work tirelessly to advance orbital technology there. And within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as Zeiss Central Factory (ZCF), and created the first orbment to be made outside of Lemon State. 3 years later, the regional king of Lyrebril at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsements, orbments began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see orbments in a particularly positive light, but their success in Lyrebril changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to their foundation to our foundation to share orbital technology, and both our foundation's financial and society and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the orbital revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation, but it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. The Foundation's activities center around the following 3 guiding principles. 1. Carry out foundational research on orbments. 2. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 3. Contributing to world peace through technology. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is naturally the improvement and development of orbital technology. The Foundation principles behind how orbments work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past, and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious minds as the years go on. Orbments architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as cogs and screws, and there is still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. These improvements can recap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. This makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. Number 2, spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. Dear God. 2 other important goals of the Foundation are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the current way to use it. While orbits have become part of daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated orbital areas, the reality of remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for those, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Septian Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. 3. Contributing to the world peace through technology. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild has established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Lemon State is the only place where tactical ordnance are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical ordnance as they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long rolling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical ordnance are no exception. Then in S1190, our foundation unveiled the Orbital Network Project, which will be implemented in partnership with ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zemeria together with a single united communication network, but our hope is that it will do much more than that. Our hope is that it will help to realize a peaceful world through communication. Sadly, Orman's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated, as they are aiding in their realization are that they are doing the exact opposite. Professor Epstein expressed his hopes that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes, and the post-revolution world has been a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberal and Erebonia, for one, made a significant use of orbital weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that the orbital weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an even more tragic event than ever. In the face of all this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication, and a means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact, and more easily to deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create the world as we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is for certain. Our challenge is to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just beginning. Side story: The Epstein Foundation. Finished. That was a talker. Ooh, money. I think I remember this ornament from the last game. It really boosted up Estelle's firepower. I don't think anything changed. Yeah, nothing changed. I mean, yeah, the ability to gather up EP while I walk is a big deal, but considering I've maxed out all of her slots, it's not that big a deal. But anyway, I'll see you guys back here next time. Till then, everybody.